Hi, welcome back to lesson 29 on formal letters. Okay, so remember the first lesson when I taught you yours sincerely, yours truly, kindly? Well, we're going to use this today on the formal letter. Okay, so you have, for homework you're going to have a little writing task, but then I'm going to show you how to do it so you can do it. So when you start the letter, you first need to address to whom it is, to who you're writing to. So normally we start a letter by saying dear, okay? But before that, there's other information, but I'm going to teach that at the end, okay? Which is the address and who you're writing to, no. But let's just focus on the letter first. So, dear sir, dear madame, in case you don't know the name, okay, so don't forget yours faithfully and yours sincerely for the person you know. So, dear sir, dear madame, dear mister, okay, and then you leave some space and then you start the reason. What is the reason? The reason is why are you gonna, you have to explain on a short sentence, not a paragraph, just a short sentence, why you're writing to the person, so when they read the letter they know what the letter is about. So it's the reasoning, okay? Then you can start with this. Here's just a few examples for you. I'm writing with regard, reference to express my concern about. I'm writing to regard, or you could say like I'm writing with disappointment, with dissatisfaction, with disapproval of, or you can be apologizing for something, so you could say apologies for, okay? Some people, when they don't know who they're writing to, they put, well, to whom it may concern. I'm writing about an article, blah blah blah, that I've read, and la la la, and so on. So you need to come up with a little sentence, to reason why you're writing to this person, what it is about. And then you give some space. Space that I mean not space, I mean, you leave a paragraph about 1 or 2 fingers. And then you put the body. Okay, so the body of your text or your email or your letter could be about from 2 to 3 paragraphs, okay? It doesn't have to be a huge paragraph, but it's good to leave 2 or 3 paragraphs so it's not too long as well. So 2 to 3 paragraphs, and here are some examples on how you can start this, okay, and how you can continue as well. So to start, firstly, to begin with, moreover, that's continuation, in fact, furthermore, in addition, and finally. Now, finally, you can have, it doesn't mean that you're ending your letter with finally, okay, but maybe you're ending your point with finally. So as soon as you get your point across, you can use finally, and then you can continue with your paragraph. I feel I must also disagree with or agree with, I want to point out that according to your article, according to your last letter, according to your email, according to whatever you want to say, your article states that, your email states that, your last message states that, however, so you're adding on to this, which is completely wrong, which I completely understand, which I completely disagree with or agree with, whatever you like. So you're giving your opinion, okay? You're showing affection, you're showing, I'm not saying you're opinionating, okay, but you are answering an email, or you are answering an opinion and giving your own, so you're opinionating. And then you have the action step as well. This is for your other paragraphs, okay? You can start coming to a conclusion, but it's not a conclusion 100%, but let's say it's the last paragraph before you're ending. So this is some examples. I very much hope that you will. I would appreciate if, I would be grateful if you would. It seems only fair that you should. I look forward to receiving a response. I look forward on seeing you, if you want to see the person. In light of the above. Now, this in light of the above is interesting as well, because you are concluding what you want to say. So, you know, the last few sentences which I read out to you, you can just create a, you know, just a little sentence in the bottom just to conclude what you are saying. Okay, because the first paragraph was your reasoning. You know, your first sentence was your reasoning to why you're writing, and then after you had your body, you're explaining, you're giving your opinion. That could take 2 or 3 paragraphs, or just 1. It depends how long your writing is. And then you have your conclusion. Okay, so you're just concluding, because you're not going to be speaking and speaking and speaking forever. I mean, you need some time, right? You need to stop that, because it gets tiring of reading repetition. So it's good to be objective and start. You know, everything has a start, a middle, and an end, and it's good to know when the end stops. And then you have the final ending. Okay, so you leave some space as well. You have the final ending, and that's when you put yours faithfully, yours sincerely, and then in the bottom you can put your name. Okay, because it's so they know who the letter is coming from. And then if you continue going down, you have a model of a letter or a email. So here you have, remember I told you I was going to tell you how to set up the, you know, the actual beginning of the letter. So you have Mr. or Mrs., the name of the person. Okay, so you're addressing to the person. It has to be right on the top to who it is. If you take a letter from your house, like an energy bill, water bill, whatever bill there is, there are many, I'm sure, it's the same kind of model. It's to who it is. So you have the first name of the person who is responsible for receiving that letter. And then if you're writing, let's say if you're writing for a company, if you're writing for a specific person, okay, in a company, so this is how it would look like similarly. Okay, so you have the name, Mr. or Mrs., to who it is. In the bottom you can put the person's status if you want to. It means the cargo, if the person is a director, a manager, or a chief, an executive, whatever. I mean, there's just so many titles. Put the person's title in, it makes them feel special. In the bottom, and then just below you can put the company's name if the letter is going to the company, and then in the bottom again, then you put the address. So you put, you know, 97 something Wall Street. You put 97 Wall Street, and then you put the city. Okay, you put the state, depending on the country. Some country have states, some country doesn't. It depends. And the postcode as well. Okay, and that's it. And then of course you're going to start your letter by dear Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. Your reason, your body, and then your ending, conclusion, and that's a beautiful letter. All right, I hope it helped. I hope it helped. Next lesson, I'm going to be looking at informal letters as well, and there are many examples which I want you to read from. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.